The world just got a little less anxious and the markets are celebrating. I'm diving into what happened after President Trump announced a ceasefire between Israel and Iran, and why oil prices plunged while stocks surged across the globe. Let's set the scene. The Strait of Hormuz is the planet's most vital oil artery. 20% of all global petroleum flows through this narrow waterway every single day. If you care about energy, shipping, or the global economy, you're watching what happens here. So when missiles started flying between Israel and Iran, traders braced for the worst, a supply shock that could have sent oil prices soaring past $120 a barrel, or even higher. But then came Trump's big announcement. He jumped on social media late Monday, declaring a complete and total ceasefire, calling an end to what he dubbed the 12-day war. The plan was staged. Iran would halt attacks first at midnight, then Israel would follow 12 hours later, with the guns falling silent a full day later. Trump said both leaders came to him almost simultaneously, desperate for a way out. He called in the Qatari emir to nudge Iran, especially after a missile hit Al Udeid air base in Qatar. On paper, this sounded like a breakthrough, but the reality was messy. Hours after the announcement, Israel reported intercepting fresh missile barrages from Iran right in the middle of the supposed ceasefire. Iran's military denied everything, but explosions and air raid sirens echoed across northern Israel. Trump wasn't pleased. Before flying out of D.C., he told reporters he was not happy with either side for breaking the truce, clearly frustrated with how quickly things unraveled. Despite the chaos on the ground, markets reacted instantly to the prospect that the worst-case scenario, a full closure of Hormuz, was off the table. Oil prices dropped hard. U.S. crude futures fell nearly 5% to just above $65 a barrel, a level not seen in weeks. Brent crude, the international standard, tumbled to about $67. In fact, prices fell so fast they actually moved below where they were before the fighting even started. Why such a dramatic move? It's all about risk premium. When the world fears a supply shock, prices spike. But as soon as traders believe the threat is easing, those premiums evaporate. Analysts at J.P. Morgan, who just days earlier warned of $130 oil, now see prices likely staying in the low to mid $60s for the rest of the year. The consensus: there's enough oil out there as long as Hormuz stays open. Stocks love the news too. Global markets rallied, with strong gains everywhere from Paris and Frankfurt to Tokyo and Seoul. The S&P 500 jumped nearly 1% at the open, following even bigger gains across Asia. So what's the takeaway? In today's tightly connected world, geopolitical headlines can shake or soothe the markets in a heartbeat. For now, relief is the mood. But as the last 24 hours proved, peace deals in the Middle East are fragile, and the Strait of Hormuz will remain the world's most watched choke point. Thanks for tuning in. For more such content, please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Let's talk trade.